I messaged him first. The most embarrassing message ever. I said, 你说中文吗? Do you want to tell them what we did for our first date? Hey everyone!
大家好.
So, for part of today's video, we thought we would answer some common questions that we get. It seems like you guys are really interested in our relationship, especially how we met. So, we actually met on a dating app. We were living in the same area. I don't know who liked whose profile first.
Yeah.
It was one of those where each person independently sees the other person's profile and you can either like them or not like them, and then it tells you if you matched. So
yeah, so apparently we both liked each other. That's how we matched.
Yep. So what were your first impressions? So when you saw my profile pop up on the app, what were your first thoughts?
I thought you were so pretty, so you just grabbed all my attention. And I saw you had a Chinese message to me, so I thought that was really unique and cute.
Yeah, so I saw that he went to the same college that I went to. His pictures were very impressive. He looked very handsome. I thought it'd be cool to even just be friends because he seemed like a really cool guy, but I mean, I thought he was really cute, so I was hoping something would happen between us. But I thought, hey, let's just try. And then I got the little message that we matched, and I got really excited. And we may have talked about it in a video, or I can't remember, but yes, I did message him first. The only time I ever messaged a guy first on a dating app. Normally I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna have the guy message me. But he was really cute, and I didn't want to let him get away, so I messaged him first. The most embarrassing message ever. I said, 你说中文吗?
Yeah.
You know, completely ignoring that on his profile it said he was from China.
Yep.
So that was embarrassing.
Yeah, and because of that, I had the impression that you actually speak fluent, or at least speak a decent amount of Chinese.
Yeah.
And then as we were continuing to chat, actually you never really responded in
Yep,
Chinese.
I said, 你说中文吗? And you said in Chinese, oh yeah, it's my native language. And then I immediately switched to English. I was like, I do not know enough Chinese to try to pretend that I know Chinese with this guy.
Yeah.
So I immediately switched to English. Even to this day, I'm a little shy speaking Chinese in front of him because it's one thing, in front of strangers, I feel like, but in front of someone you care about, you don't want to make mistakes. So
No, we can make mistakes.
even to this day, I'm a little shy about speaking Chinese, but I'm going to try to get better, and I hope you guys can give me tips. And yeah, so that's a little bit how we met.
那个时候 Katie 其实还是在培训 flight attendant 空姐，然后在盐湖城，但是因为当时COVID 就是新冠病毒的缘故，所以她就是不可以出来。You can't leave the hotel, right?
Yep, except for class, I had to be in the hotel.
我们就只能在软件上聊天，然后呢就持续了2周，我们就在没有见面的情况下聊了2周。
I thought he was cute and wanted him to send more pictures of him, so I was like, oh, here's my number. And he's like, well, do you have such and such social media? I'll add you on there instead. So I convinced him whenever he'd say, oh, I'm going on a hike, I'd be like, oh, I miss the sunshine, send me pictures. So we pretty much just messaged, but towards the end, I had a really glitchy phone.
Oh, and then, so she called me accidentally.
Yeah, I accidentally video chatted him and immediately hung up because I was like, oh no. And then he messaged me did you do that on purpose? I was like, I'm so sorry, my phone glitched. And he's like, well, we can talk if you want to, but I was still too shy. But after 3 or 4 times of my phone doing the same thing,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess my phone just thinks we need to, video chat.
Yeah.
So I think the last week of training, we were video chatting pretty much every night, a couple hours a night. Then we'd message before and after.
Yep.
I couldn't have my phone during training, but on breaks we were allowed to have it, so I turned it on immediately, even if we had a 10-minute break to send him a message. My coworkers made fun of me a lot. They're like, why are you smiling at your phone so much? And I was like, do you want to see this cute boy I'm talking to?
And then fast forward to the first date. I was so nervous because I just don't know like if she'll like me in person or not. And then so I brought her flowers.
Yeah, it's actually the only time a guy's brought me flowers for a date, like ever. So my love is the only person. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
My family teased me a lot because I was gone for this flight attendant training and like hadn't seen them either for a long time. But literally the day after I got out of training, I'm like, oh, bye. I'm gonna go on this date with a guy. I know you missed me a lot, but
yeah,
I like this guy, so we're gonna go on a date.
And that made me feel special.
And so, do you want to tell them what we did for our first date?
Yeah, so we went to the aquarium and then, okay, so that picture probably is going to show up. It's not from the first actual date. We forgot to take photos, but we just went back to the aquarium and then took a photo because we decided to just go back every year and then take a photo for memory's sake.
Yeah. So we went to the aquarium. Another thing I was really impressed is a lot of people will just say, oh yeah, let's go on a date, and like not offer any ideas of what you should do, and that really frustrated me with dating other people. But like when he asked me out, he was like, hey, I have these 3 ideas, like which one sounds the most fun to you? But like I felt special because he was putting in the time to like plan something instead of just saying, oh, let's go on a date, what do you want to do?
And then actually I was so nervous, but I was brave enough to just go ahead and hold her hand.
Yeah. I feel like girls, I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but for me, like if you're on a date with a guy like you aren't interested in, you like always keep your hands folded. So like they can't grab your hand, but like with him, I was like practically hitting his hand with my hand, like trying to hint to him like, hey, hold my hand, hold my hand. Yep. And then we held hands and didn't let go.
And then I was like nervous, but I'm so glad I grabbed her hand.
Yeah. So, I mean, after that, it's kind of the rest is history. Like, then...
You started working as a flight attendant in
Yep,
Minneapolis.
then the day came and I got based in Minneapolis, which is very, very far from Utah. And I remember we were together when I got the email and my heart just sunk because I'm like, how are we gonna make this work? Like, even if I don't live in Minneapolis full time, I have to be there most of the time for work, and I committed to that when I got the job. So I remember I was kind of freaking out about it that night, and I just remember you saying like, it's okay, we're gonna make it work, like don't worry about it, like I like you, you like me, we're gonna not let this get in the way of our relationship. So that calmed me down and made me feel better that he wasn't gonna just say, oh, you're moving, this isn't worth it anymore. Like he said, his first thought was, we're gonna make this work.
Yep. And then although it was hard, but we both like made it happen to meet each other in person when she had some downtime. So I actually went to visit, we spent some time together. Good time.
Yeah, we should show a picture of like when you came and visited me in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
We went to Mall of America, and there's like amusement park inside the mall. Yeah. So we went on some roller coasters inside the mall, which was fun. And I dragged him to all like the food shops and said, oh, we should buy this, we should buy this.
Mostly desserts.
And we bought so many desserts that when I dropped him off at the airport, I was like, here, you take the desserts, I don't need these. But yeah, we just took turns going back and forth. Like you said, when I had days off, I would either use my flight benefits or even sometimes I bought plane tickets because I couldn't fly standby, but it was worth it to me to spend a couple days together.
Yep. And the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is really history. We did that for a long time. Then I did get a base transfer, and that was super exciting. You were there with me as well when I got that email. Yeah. I got transferred to Salt Lake, and so it made it a little bit easier to see each other, and we kept on dating, kept falling in love.